Okay.
Hello there, it's Scott here talking to Joe.
Hi.
I'm just walking Joe through our meetup. Um, using the Wardley doctrine, we're kind of using an existing piece of kit that's used for doing things around the world. Meetup's got a couple of problems that I need your help with, ambassadors. But let's just do a little bit of an overview. So this is our meetup. It's Access Agile Festival, the free Agile festival. And
Whoop.
there's some really good things there. So in here we have all the events we've got, and you can look at them this way where people can go down and book them. So here's, and then again you can pick events to go to, and I really suggest that you do go to them. So this is quite nice. There's another view of it over here, and this is a calendar view. Okay, and again, here's our calendar view. There's going to be one in the 6th, which is the opening ceremony, and Mao is going to do that once he's put some Spanish words in it. But we're going to get more events in. But as you can see here, we've got 20 events in the 7th plus those two, so it's 22, and we've got 5 on the Saturday. Again, bit of experiment. Would people like to do this stuff in work or out of work? And it's looking like if we ever run this again, Thursdays and Fridays are great days that people want to speak on, but less people want to talk on Saturday, and that's great, and that's about families and boundaries and everything else. As I always say in this entire festival, it's your family first, where you make your money second, and then have some time for this. So these are always up to date. Everywhere that's got a green tick there is where I'm going. And that really brings us on to one of the first things you can help with. So when we set up or create a new event, and let's go to the list here, we've also got a lot of draft events. So these are events that the organizers can see. And again, any of you can become an organizer here. And we've got some great talks coming here. So there's one by Patricia, Om Patel, Martin, Elizabeth. So we've got lots of great events from all over the world. One thing you could help is, how do we show these events to the actual countries that that people are involved in? Maybe we should put countries in the description. Not sure. So the other thing is, what we've got here is when we publish an event, an email goes out to everyone. So this is our opening ceremony event, and there's a little bit in here. And I'm holding this back because I'd like that to go out with multiple languages. So I only speak Scottish, and sometimes I'll do a bit of English. But I'd actually love that, Joe, to be in as many languages as possible. And all that needs to happen to do that is when you've got access, you go in, you edit it, you go down to the description, and you just, in there, you just translate it and then add it below. So we've got 4,000 words, so I'm fairly sure we could repeat that multiple times in,
Yeah.
Russian, French, German. And the beauty of that is that when that then goes out to email, it goes out to all the languages. So I think that's something where ambassadors and the ambassador group, I'd really love to lean into your language skills there to try and make it more appealing to people around the world. All right, we'll save this one as draft again. Okay. So the second puzzle we've got is that as we look down here, I wonder if we need to do something that distinguishes where people are from, which countries, and I think that might make us look a bit more international. I can look at the names and try and guess where people are from, but so if anyone's got a solution for that, I would absolutely love to know what it is.
I like pictures. The flags are always nice, but we don't want to limit the attendees by putting the country on. So
yeah. So the other problem we've got, the other problem I'd like to get your help with. Let's put it that way. So these are all the draft ones. Let's go up to the upcoming ones. We've got some events that we know aren't in English, which is lovely, and it's what we had last time. So let's take.
That's what we want. More like that.
Yeah, Jorge's one, and so here we go in Spanish. Arguably, I should probably put that as in Espanol. So again, I think some etiquettes from there, from what the ambassadors would like to see, would be really, really useful. But there's only 9 attendees there. Yep. So Cliffberg up here, 54 attendees, 9 there. Makes me think most of our membership aren't Spanish speaking at the moment. So again, I think we need a bit of a short-term fix for October on that, but we also need a long-term solution. I'm not sure if we maybe go to multiple meetups in different languages, but you know what? I'd love to kind of leave that to the ambassador group to think about. Could the ambassadors in Spanish-speaking countries share this event so more people know about it? That's obviously another option. So could you kind of work out how to boost the non-English events that we've got in the existing meetup? Perhaps a longer-term solution for how we could maybe build a Spanish, kind of a Spanish group as well. So even when the emails go out about events, all the emails you're getting are Spanish, because at the moment you'll get all the English ones and the Spanish ones, which is probably not great. So that's another great thing we could do with some help for. And the final thing is, we'd like you to be able to add events as ambassadors. So we'd like you all to register as members of the group. And that's, oh, hang on, my daughter's here. Hello, beautiful. I'm making a video. Are you off for the party? Okay, I'll come to your show. I'll be there in a minute. Sorry, guys, we need to be quick with this video. There's a show happening, so I need to go down to the theater downstairs to get the show.
I'm excited for you.
It's Saturday. I love I got my own theater. We've had our own lockdown theater here. It's
brilliant.
So yeah, all the members are here, which is quite fun. So I'm pretty sure you're here, Joe.
Yes.
Would you have been Joanna or?
Probably.
There we go. And you're a co-organizer. Again, if you're an ambassador, we can put you in here and we can change your status to give you ability to add events and things. I would encourage you to put your picture there, Joe. Just
yes.
And again, we've really got quite a wide network here, so we can send messages to each other as well. And we've actually turned that on, but with approval. So you can message people, but we'll vet it just in case there's any. We're worried about turning on complete messaging and there being some kind of code of conduct breach. So we're trialing it with approval. Yeah, it wouldn't take. There's how many? There's 2,500 people here. It doesn't take just one bad egg. Sending a rude message to my lovely Joanna Rothman, I'd be very annoyed. Okay, so Joe, you're here. That means that you can add events, you can upload pictures, you can add copy and that. And really what we want to do is get away from the central bottleneck approach we're here with a kind of all text needs to be signed off by Mo or all text needs to be signed off by Scott. Go and experiment. Even if something's up there and it's wrong, we can change it.
Yeah.
Similarly, we're holding events back because we don't have a Zoom account for them yet, and we're going to have a central Zoom account. And Mao's buying that, but let's publish them, and then we can add the Zoom account later. So again, it's that MVP thinking. This is partially there. Let's go with it, and we can add things later. Okay. You got any questions around about here, or anything that you want me to draw out for any ambassadors who we want to set up in here?
Did we want to talk about the host part?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Quickly? So this is really important. Thank you for reminding me. The way Meetup works is you have to put a host in to set the meetup up. And Cohen and myself have been doing that. So if we go to this event here, and we go down to the hosts, the attendees, and when we actually, so I didn't realize that before. So up here, what I've done and what we thought was kind of sensible in the hosting side. Interesting. There's a link that didn't show that. Can I sort by hosts? Honestly,
learning even now. Fantastic.
A little bug there for Meetup. I'll show you what. So when you set up an event, you can also edit the event. So let's go here. And when you edit the event, there's a hosting thing. So what I've done there is I've added myself, and there's Rob, who's the speakers. And that's quite important, adding the speakers, because they can then see their event and they'll come back. If there's anything wrong in the description, if they want to change the description, or they want to change the picture, or they want to put it in a different language, or that, they can do that. They can, because they can see what's there. So it's good to do that. But you need to have at least one. And what we've been doing is using Cone in Mind to do that. So out of the 46 events, or so it's more than that now, isn't it? Yeah. So what we're doing is we need people, who are ambassadors to host those events. And what you do there is you open up the event, you say what the code of connection is and the code of conduct and how to ask questions and that. And you're there just in case anything goes wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that you, get access to the ability to edit stuff, and Joe can do that.
Yeah.
Oops, save it. So we can get you all added in there. I'm not sure how many hosts, how many co-organizers, event organizers we can have in there. Interestingly, with last time around we broke Meetup. It actually crashed. It was really funny that they took the calendar offline. I think we kind of went over the constraints of the calendar. So I would suggest is if it's a talk you want to go to anyway, or you're there and you're an ambassador, and even if it's not your area, these guys are in New Zealand. If you're going to be there as an ambassador, you can host, and we'll do the week before the festival. We'll do preparation for everyone hosting. So get there, have the ability to edit and change, and then add yourself as the host. Or if you don't want to have the ability to edit and change, ask Joe to add you as a host to an event.
Yeah.
And what we'll do, we're closing on the 20th. So what we'll do in like the week after the 20th, we'll go through all of those and we'll make sure every event has a host. Yeah, that isn't Cohen or me, or else we'll just go crazy.
Yeah. We don't want that.
Yeah. How do you think that's going to work? Do you think that's doable?
I think that's doable.
Good. So first thing is, all of you, could you become members? And then from members, we can promote you to be an event hosts. And then you should have the ability to go in there and add yourself as hosts.
Yeah. And I think there's kind of two parts to the hosting. One is the technical and one is the kind of bouncer with regards to code of conduct, right?
Yeah. And yeah. We only really had two problems last time around. We've got a complaint procedure that Padmini managed, and it worked really, really well. So 800 events, 2 queryable things. What one was actually one was about previous behavior. So, and one in this session was actually a genuine, I think, a misunderstanding between people.
Okay.
But we tried to get them to speak about it later. But we have a procedure for that. So we're not actually asking you to adjudicate or do things. But if you think things are going in a direction you don't feel comfortable with, do feel free to kind of step in as chair.
Yeah. I suppose what I was thinking was, is it possible to have multiple hosts if somebody's not comfortable with the technical backup, but they are with the introduction bit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Good idea. Okay, that's it. Another little video. So we need your help, ambassadors, for this. Once again, Joe, thank you for helping me with this. And if you could circulate this around Tuesday night, and I'll get these videos up on the YouTube channel. Could everyone please register and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well? It's where the information over the next couple of weeks is going to come out. I don't have a YouTube channel internally. I put everything out to the web, and that's part of the Wardley doctrine, because I'm trying to be as visible as possible.
Transparency. Yeah. Everybody can see it. Nice.
Exactly. All right. Thanks for that. Thanks, Joe. Bye now.